minutes just to say thank you notes. That's all. And then you take over. Good evening. Good evening. Can we have some attention, please? Good evening and welcome. Before this evening will start, I'd just like to say a couple thank you notes. First, our special thank you to Father Anthony. Your leadership, giving us the energy and guidance now and through this event and through this year, will be appreciated. Your prayers and patience will be needed. Thanks, Deacon, wherever he is, I don't know where he's hiding, for your silent, behind the scene, dedicated work. Thanks to the ladies and men who prepared this meal for us. Thanks to all the volunteers who are serving on all our events, from the iconography team to the gala night and all the events that we'll have for you this year. Thanks to all those who are with us and before, who served this church. May their memory be eternal. And last, thank you, Maureen, for being co-chairing this event, for your patience and your leadership. Welcome. David Najjar is going to be our MC for tonight.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for being here. This is truly a momentous occasion. It is an occasion that we've waited 100 years to have. Although we can say that for just about everything for the next year or so. I've been told I need to get closer to this, and I'm going to try to scan the audience, so I probably should do this anyway. In the wedding ceremony of the Orthodox Church, there is a reference to Psalm 128, in which it talks about your children's children round your table as a blessing on the new couple, that they will have generations and generations that will follow them, and that their family will go on, that they will be fruitful and they will multiply. And that's what I see here. I see the children's children around lots of tables here gathered at St. George. My uncle thanked a whole bunch of people, so I'm not going to repeat all of those things, but I want to thank some of the people that made this evening possible. Those are the Joseph, Meslam, Corey, Matuk, Shaheen, Frigi, Mitri, George, and Kafori families. And there's probably a couple of others that I've forgotten. Forgive me. Without them 100 years ago, we wouldn't be here. We would be scattered. Maybe we would be somewhere else. But we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here in this place, worshiping in this beautiful temple. So I want to thank those individuals, thank those families, and thank all of those that came after, that continued the legacy and that continued the traditions that we have and that planted the seeds of orthodoxy here in central Indiana. May their memory be eternal. We have a great evening here tonight. There's going to be some fun. The kids are going to get to have some fun. We're going to have some fun because we're going to be opening up this capsule here that I think 24 or so years ago, I may have had a hand in putting something in there. I don't remember what it is. Anybody else that was around, I don't know if you remember what you put in there. So this is going to be fun for all of us as we open this up and see what we put in and try to figure out why we put it in. So I think it's going to be fun. To start things off, we're going to have a message from our former pastor, and that is Father Nabil Hanna, who was here for 1/4 of the 100 years that St. George has been here in Indianapolis.
Welcome to St. Nicholas Cathedral. Beloved in Christ, Father Anthony, and all the faithful of St. George Church, Horia, Elaine, and I extend to you our love and our joyful congratulations as you inaugurate the 100th anniversary year, a year sure to be full of celebrations, remembering the past, those who came before us, and recognizing that you are now the essential link to a future that will continue to bear witness to Christ in Fishers and the greater Indianapolis area for generations to come until the Lord returns. So I'm speaking to you now from St. Nicholas Cathedral in Los Angeles, where I serve, and where I remember you at this altar every liturgy that I serve. Both all of you whom I knew and loved for 25 years serving in Indianapolis, at St. George, and all those who have come to be part of this special community since then. Now let's go up to my office where I want to show you a few things and share some more things with you. Welcome to my office. As you can see again, you're always with me. As I sit at my desk and look over the top of my monitors, and I see across the room the Pantocrator in the dome of St. George. I walk over to my bookcase and I find my hard hat, which I wore whenever I was on site during the construction of the St. George Church in Fishers. On the opposite wall, I ask for the intercessions of the great martyr George before the icon that you gifted me. As a farewell present, you commissioned Dr. George Cordes, the same person who was the master iconographer of St. George in Fishers, and he included the text of the Troparion of St. George all around the frame, and he included an image of the second church built, consecrated in 1962 on the one corner that we moved out of in 2013 to the new church where you're worshiping now forever. This is not just the third church, this is the last church in Fishers. Then I come over to my desk to write. And I look next to me and I ask the Lord to inspire me as he inspired the beloved Apostle John to write his masterpiece gospel, his epistles, and the book of Revelation. The icon was also painted by Dr. George and gifted to me by some parishioners. Father Anthony and the 100th Anniversary Committee have asked me to share some reflections and memories with you from back when I was there in 2001 for the 75th anniversary celebration. First of all, The 75th anniversary was a very special anniversary for the fact that we still had several of those who founded the original St. George Church in 1926 still living. That's typically the last major anniversary where you still have some founders with you. By the way, we are celebrating our 75th anniversary here at St. Nicholas Cathedral this year, culminating in a major event after Pascha in 2026. Here too, we have some cherished elders still with us from back then. And what they can share with us of the history needs to be preserved and remembered, because that generation will soon pass on to their heavenly reward. So the 75th anniversary at St. George was bitter and sweet at the same time. When we celebrated it in November of 2001, we had laid to rest Zmorud Corey, affectionately known to all as Zem, earlier that year. She and her husband Charlie had been a motivating force behind the establishment of the St. George community. Also, our country was still going through the shock of the 9/11 attack, just 2 months before our anniversary celebration. I will never forget how Father Basil Carpelinia, one of the former pastors who joined us for the banquet, may his memory be eternal, began his remarks with a rousing rendition of singing "God Bless America." Everyone stood and joined him in singing at the top of their lungs. Father Basil served at the First Church at 2745 North Sherman Drive, but it was under his watch that 22 acres at 4020 North Sherman Drive were purchased for a new church. Construction for the second church started in 1961 and consecrated in 1962. They made then a cornerstone into a time capsule. I have here on my monitor a cover of a program for that event where we were opening the time capsule, adding to it, and then sealing it up again. So this cover includes a photo of then Metropolitan Anthony Bashir in 1962, troweling it closed. Many of the old-timers kept telling me, "We have a time capsule. We have a time capsule." So a couple of months before we had the celebration in November, we decided to open it just to make sure everything was ready, so we wouldn't have the equipment, the concrete saws and all of that at the time to open it and just be ready for the celebration, as we were also gathering materials to add. The idea was to open it, to use the materials in the 75th anniversary celebration, and then to add more to it. Well, the surprise was on us. We opened it. We found the cavity. I don't know, Sean, if you can zoom in here. You can see the cavity there. But we found there was nothing inside except for 5 coins. So we asked some of the people, what happened? You all said there was a time capsule here. And then Bob Meslam, who was Zeum Corey's youngest sibling, he remembered, oh, that's right. They said nobody will ever remember it's there and they'll never open it. So don't bother. So we took out the coins, we measured it, we made a new stainless steel capsule so that we could put new materials and put them inside, and we added the coins back in there. And then eventually that was purged with nitrogen and sealed and placed in that. But we took it, still sealed, out when we moved out of the Sherman Drive location in 2013. Representing several of the founders who were still living, were our two oldest, who were still able-bodied, Alice Carter and Zelda Hanna. As you can see on the program there, they are mentioned. They were the time capsule bearers in this ceremony, and they carried it after everybody was given a chance to write messages for the future. And these are the cards that were made available to everybody. It says, "My message to my children, grandchildren, and future members of St. George Church." We provided pens and these cards for people to write these messages, to share something and their best wishes for the future, for you, who are now opening and reading these messages. And it will be very interesting to see what everybody wrote, because we did not look at them. We provided envelopes for people to put the cards in and then place them in the time capsule. And then we sealed it shut, now with Bishop Dimitri presiding. And so the time capsule, as I mentioned, was taken and placed in the closet in my office at St. George, the new location. And we added a lot of photos, all the photos that we could collect, various memorabilia, souvenir journals, and so forth. And I pray that you have found them with our preservation technique in the limestone wall, in stainless steel, with a nitrogen purge, that they're still readable, usable, and that they will last, hopefully, to inspire future generations. God grant you all many years.
So now it's time for the reveal, right? All right. Let's see what we got.
It's hard, Father. It's very hard. Come on, let's make it easy.
We did have to prep it a little bit.
We're gonna say what they are,
Okay.
and then we'll place them here. So just
Let David kind of do it, 'cause he's got the microphone there.
Anybody have a VCR? This is a video of the 75th anniversary video, November 10th, 2001. So I think this is the ceremony.
I don't know what this is. Should we open?
Yeah, open it. We have a scroll. Just slide it off. There. Oh, these are some of the, I guess some of the cards or
Children.
children's notes here. This one is unsigned. But it says, "See you in 2026." That one, do you say who it's from?
Does it?
At the bottom. Rula Najjar.
You don't remember?
This one is from Yara Najjar. Joe Egley. Samantha Saba. Rachel Egley. I think she's here. There she is. We'll have these all up here so that you can come up and look at them. These are some of the cards.
In Arabic. Message to my children, grandchildren, and future members of St. George Orthodox Church. أتمنى أسامة وليسا من الله أن يرزقهم ولد في حياتي. وأطلب من الله أن يرزق سامر أمل ليلى نحاس. وأطلب أيضاً لعامر أن يبارك زواجهم ويعطيهم البنون. This message is for Osama and Samir and Amir. Another message from Layla Khouri. أتمنى أن تزدهر هذه الكنيسة المقدسة ويبقي أولادي وأولاد أولادي مواظبين على الحضور والصلاة بالإيمان. ليلى خوري. To her children and grandchildren. Musa Khouri. I don't know if I will see you or not, but if I do, I wish you all the good and faith in discovering the path of Jesus through your life. Musa Khouri. You should be reading. I would just read that.
Will we move the church to another location by the 100-year anniversary? I hope we keep it. Samar Nahas. Dear Danielle, Nicole, hope you by this time you both have children. I love you so much. Helen Ferris. For Danielle and Nicole Ferris.
فارس وناهية مسلم كزمة والعائلة. أهلنا يا رب أن ندخل بيتك المقدس بورع وإيمان وأن تقبلنا في ملكوتك السماوي الدائم. I think it's the same in English.
Vouchsafe us, O Lord, to enter your holy house with faith and reverence and your eternal kingdom in heaven. Amen. To Nicole and Danielle Ferris, and to their husbands and all of my grandchildren, I will probably have been gone for some time when you read this, but I pray that your lives are fulfilled with happy marriages and something.
And we
Handwriting.
Marriage your something on the back. And enjoy.
And enjoy to my grandchildren. God bless each of you, and I pray that you lived long enough to know each of you. Dad, Nick Ferris. God bless you. We love you. Bob and Margie Meslam. This is a book which I think is a poem, and it's from Ruth George. You want to read it? This is on the occasion of our 75th anniversary, November 10th, 2001, St. George Antiochian Orthodox Church, Indianapolis, Indiana.
You don't want to read it all, right?
Huh?
You want to read it all?
Do you want me to read it?
I don't know how much more we have to go.
I don't know.
They can read it.
Okay, we'll put it up here. You can read it. Oh, okay. CD-ROMs. These are archives and images from St. George Church in Indianapolis. There are three, because each one of these is a whopping 700 megabytes. Oh, we have photographs. These are photo collages throughout the years.
Probably what's on the CD-ROMs.
That probably, yeah, that's probably what's on the CD-ROMs.
These are all photos, let's go ahead.
A lot.
More cards. So we have, I think these are the notes of Steve George, Parish Council Chair, for his speech at the 75th anniversary. So it starts out with thank you for all putting this weekend together. That thank you went to Vicki Meslam and the Parish Council and the Ladies' Aid. And then he listed all of the founders and their spouses and continued on through other remarks. We'll put this up there. We're not going to read all of these.
Just the names from who.
Maybe share who they're from.
Okay. I'm not going to read all of these. You can see them, but I'm just going to read the names. This one is from Brian and Donna Dickinson. Rick Gann. David and Becky Black. Alice Corey. Riyadh. Patrick and Diane Coors. David, Karen, and Catherine Najjar. Deacon Workina and Miliat. Fred and Kathy Albert. Mrs. Fred Louise Brockman. Tony and Janice Saliba. Samir and Selena Kaneza. Natalie Ashinen. Michael Ashinen. Bill and Fran Kafori. Carla Grawi. Usama and Liza Nahas. It's unsigned, but it says to Sam, Charlie, and Joey Mustaklam, so I think I know who that's from. Margaret Sankey. Steve and Shelby George. Anne Freege. Suzanne and Norma Meslam. This one is just signed Love Mom and Dad, but it's to Andreas Avgustit. And then to Andriana. And to Demi. Mark Najjar. Gloria Kafori. Marilyn and Ed Edge. Who's that?
David.
I can't read this one.
Unsigned in Arabic.
Unsigned in Arabic.
Alice Carter.
Alice Carter. Charlie and Rose Long. Father Nabil. Diana Najjar. Suzanne Esper Baranek. Thelma Hoover. Subdeacon Joseph Olus. Ruth George. Melba Jane McKnight. Janine Basham. Kara McLean. John Thomas. George Frigie. John Ross. Steve, Shelby, Hannah, and Teddy George. Elizabeth Barnes. Kurt Barnes. This is just signed Grandma and Grandpa, but it's to Claire, Natalie, Grace, Brian, Nicholas, and Sam. Donna Johns Dickinson. Maureen Meslam. Somebody, I think Frigie. Can't always read the handwriting. Elaine Hanna. And then we have some photos. There's some nice people. It's a photo with a message on it from Salim and Paula Najjar. A wedding photo and a program from Marcella Snyder and Thomas Coronius. A note to Matt Snyder. I'm going to leave that sealed. This is from Matt Snyder. Charles Mustaklam. Salim Najjar. Nellie Gowie. Dolores George. Brenda Meslam. Fred Corey. Zelda Hanna. James George. Elaine Eckhart. I'll read this one. What's up, St. George? Bill Eckert. The Eckhart family. A note from Helen Corey along with photos from her Syrian and Lebanese cookbook. I think that's all the notes. We have some minutes of the first meetings of the Indianapolis Syrian Progressives. The founder, A.G. Corey, beginning March 2nd, 1936. I'll let you know the first officers of the Progressives. Abe Joseph was the president. Ray George was the first vice president. Fred Frigie was the second vice president. Alex Corey was the treasurer. Ruth Corey was the secretary. And Marie Risk was the assistant secretary. We also have the bylaws of the Progressives. This is the certificate of reinstatement from the Office of the Secretary of State. This is dated August 20th, 1976. We have the Constitution of the Society of St. George. And the first part of it is written in Arabic. All of it is written in Arabic. Okay. May 10th, 1926. And we have, I believe, I don't know what this is. What is this? Are these-
Pledges.
Oh, is this?
I'm kidding. I don't know.
Is this
Maybe our directory or
or the? I don't know. Are these the pictures? This may be a log of the pictures. I don't know.
Baklava. We'll find out.
We'll figure that out. All right. All right, we have some documents. The St. George News. This was a quarterly newsletter, monthly newsletter from October, November 2001. It contains the monthly calendar for October 2001. We also have the Diamond Jubilee Grand Banquet program, the Diamond Jubilee Time Capsule Placement and Heritage Musical Presentation. That was done on November 9th, 2001. And we have the bulletin from that Sunday, November 11th, 2001.
Just read only one or two of this from each.
Okay. These, I believe, are some of the cards. One is noted, "My message for the future," and I believe this is from some of the kids. Suzanne Meslam was the teacher. I think this is one that I think was signed by some of them. The names are on the back. Zachary Albert, and some of the messages, or I think some of the things that they liked was on the back. I love Buzz Lightyear. Marie George, I love Barbie. Emmanuel Sahli, I love Elmo. Adlam Berhi, Scooby-Doo. Allison Tingwald, I love Mary Poppins. Catherine Najjar, Dora the Explorer. Jordan Albert, I love Pooh. P-O-O-H. Pooh Bear, Winnie the Pooh. And Hannah George, I love Pooh. Again, Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, I thought that one needed clarification, yeah. We also have some magnets that had the logo for the 75th anniversary, as well as a note for the 75th anniversary. We have some of our directories, photo directories. This one is from 2001. And then we had the program book for the 70th anniversary celebration.
Father said we have time, so we can read
Okay.
this one.
All right. So I'm going to go ahead and read Ruth George's poem, and it's bound in this lovely book. Come, let us worship. These divine words, come, let us worship, were embedded in our parents' hearts as they reached out and taught us to worship in the beautiful little church they founded in 1926. Together we worshiped, together we prayed, together we gave thanks, and we felt proud and ever so enriched. Enriched in God's many blessings, rich in having our own Orthodox Christian church, and rich in our heritage and freedom of worship. Our little church, with the bright, glistening chandeliers, was our sacred lighted haven for 35 years of prayer and worship. And then we grew. A new, larger, beautiful church was built in 1961. Now our children were telling their children to come worship. A new era had begun. Surrounded by the splendor of artistically designed, colorful stained glass windows, depicting Christ's life and holy icons before us, his presence is felt throughout and above. When we do our good works, our spirit and hearts are uplifted, showing him our compassion and our love. As we untie the ribbon that holds the pages of cherished memories in our church life's book, let us remember all those who departed this life, who gave so much of themselves and who left a pattern for us to follow, that our lives may be fulfilled with peace and contentment as we work in his vineyard today and tomorrow. 75 years we heard the same dependable bell extol its beckoning call. Come worship, come one, come all. 75 years we heard the beautiful good words of the Holy Gospel read by our dear blessed priests, each time with the awe, adulation, and wonder that will never cease. 75 years we, as a church family, shared and cared for each other, trying to remember, she is my sister, he is my brother. Come, let us worship and fall down before Christ. Psalm 95, 2 through 6. That we may seek his righteousness, seek his glory, and his light that is forever aglow. So the pages we add to our memory book will be filled with more Christian acts and good deeds as together we move forward and continue to grow. Ruth Corey George. And last but not least, 5 coins. The tarnished coins, 27 cents in total, were found in our cornerstone. They were tossed in when the stone was sealed in 1962. We decided to add a newer coin, which is in the back.
What a Bitcoin.
Yeah, if only somebody had put in a Bitcoin.
It's empty.
That's it. So that is the time capsule. We have all of these items laid out here on the tables, so you can come on up and you can take a look at these, read some of the notes. Some of them are fantastic, particularly the ones that I wasn't able to read. Yes, don't take them. If it's like, well, this one was mine. No, it's not. Yeah, take pictures. But we'll keep these because I think we're going to seal them back up and we're going to look at them again. 25, 50 years from now, we'll see what happens. Are we now doing the kids? Is it now time for the kids? Okay, so the next thing that we have, while the parents are doing this and reminiscing and stuff like that, kids, we have an opportunity for you. We have an opportunity for you to make your own time capsule. So we're going to be doing that here in just a moment. You're going to be going back to the room over here, and when you do, you'll be able to make your own time capsule. And I think the idea is to keep it for just 1 year and open it up next October at our birthday party. So, would all the kids who want to make a time capsule go on back to Mrs. Clough back there?
Hello, everybody. Get some dessert if you haven't had any yet. And while the kids do their time capsule, we have just another 10 minutes or so, and then you can come look at all of the materials. I know you're excited. Yeah. Please sit down after you get your kids over there. We have just another 10 minutes or so, and then you can come look at everything. That's okay. Our MC is fired. We're not quite done yet. 10 more minutes, I promise.
When you finish, you will,
Give it to you. Yeah.
then you have to take it back.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and we've been immersed in the past, but now we're going to move to the future. Are you ready to move into the future? Yes. Okay. Well, Camille and I are honored to lead the ministry team, and this is a great team that's been working very diligently since March, and every week we add more people because we have more programming and fun things that we want to do to celebrate the year. And it's only appropriate that we take a year to celebrate because we have 100 years of history that we're celebrating. So we're going to take the whole year and celebrate. And we want to just tell you a little bit about it right now. So you have a brochure on your table. This would be a good time, if you haven't looked at it yet, to grab it. We're just going to go through a few of the highlights just to orient you to what we're going to be doing in the next year. So first of all, if you look at the save the dates, this is not an exhaustive list, but these are some dates that we want you to start to get on your calendar. I will tell you, just as Anne is working with the kiddos to create their time capsules, she's also working to put together an exciting program for the year for the kids. There's going to be some really fun things. Those are not in this brochure yet, but there'll be more to come on that. In the meantime, the first thing that we want you to note, we have commissioned a special Centennial icon written by Dr. Cordes. He has already done it. We've gotten a sneak peek. It's still in Greece, and it's going to take a little while to get it wrapped up and get it shipped over here. But on, I think it's Meat Fair Sunday, that's February 15th. Mark your calendars. We will do the blessing of our Centennial icon. We will also use that service to do a memorial service for all of the founders that came before us and offer the coffee social in their honor. So please mark that date on your calendar. Then later in the year, we don't have a date yet, but probably sometime in the spring or in the summer, the charity ministry team and the Order of St. Ignatius are going to partner together to do a Century of Compassion. We're going to do a really big leveled up opportunity to give back to the community that we serve. It'll be an opportunity for all of us to love our neighbors as ourselves. So be looking for that. Look for an opportunity. If you want to be a part of serving our community, that'll be a great opportunity for all of you to volunteer. Then when we get to the fall, so 365 days from now, or 63 or whatever, 360, we will be having our birthday party for St. George. That's on October 3rd. It will be a celebration for the whole family. We're looking to make that available to everyone. Look for lots of cake and ice cream. Bring the kiddos. That is their event. We're going to have a birthday party like no other. And we will be burning our mortgage at that birthday party. And that'll be an opportunity for the kids to kind of cycle through the whole day of creating mementos that they're going to be storing in their time capsules that they're creating today. And so for those kiddos, that 1 year will seem like 100 years. So it'll be a big celebration, hopefully, for them. That'll be a Saturday. And then the following Saturday is the adult party. And that is our Centennial Gala. And that will be at Marriott North at Keystone at the Crossing. So get that date on your calendar. And then finally, 364 days from tonight, we will have the most important event, and that is our hierarchical divine liturgy. Metropolitan Saba will be with us. And that is when we will finally consecrate this beautiful temple that we've been worshiping in for these many years. So please do make sure that you take note of these dates. And now I'm going to let Camille tell you about another exciting project we're working on.
Step into the light. Step into the light. Excuse me. Step into the Light is the name of the iconography book that a team from our church, Deacon James, Rula Najjar, Julia Beck, are working on, along with a project coordinator and developer, design team, and publishing and photographer will be added to the team. This book came as an idea from an anonymous donor who provided us seed money for this project. This book is a unique book that showcases the iconography of St. George, which we are very proud of. Scheduled to be published sometime in early September 2026, and it will be available for sale. The book is divided into 3 major sections. The first section will highlight the architecture and development of the iconography. The main content will examine the various icons and communicate the deep meaning that is represented in the images. The concluding portion of the book will be reflections that bring the experience to life among those that have encountered St. George Orthodox Church iconography and worship. We will have more announcement as we progress during the year.
Okay, so we have a great team of volunteers working to bring all of this to you, and our commitment is to make it as financially accessible to all of you as possible, and we will do that by leveraging grants. We've been very fortunate to get some grant money. We also will be looking to launch a sponsorship campaign, so if anyone is interested, more to come on that. But that is kind of the plan that we want to share with you right now. After we conclude with the countdown, we're going to launch the official countdown to Centennial, 364 days now from tonight. We're going to do that in just a moment. And then I would invite you to take the opportunity to come and not just view the items from the time capsule, but also I would call out our history team under Diana Najjar's leadership have put together some additional historical mementos. There's some really cool stuff there, the Articles of Incorporation. We discovered in a dusty box a book of the Gospels from 1903. That's on display. There are many other historical artifacts. Please do mingle, look at what's over there. We also have a slideshow. We'll be putting it up on the website, but it's a 17-minute slideshow that will tell a little bit about the history and some of the old historical photos. So all of that material, including the time capsule material, you're free to peruse at your leisure. But now, I think we're ready. David, if you are you ready?
I'm always
I guess we won't fire you just yet.
Okay.
Oh, one other thing I forgot to mention. We also have a gift for every family. So at the end, please do come up to the table. Brenda will be at the table, and she will be making these available to you. They are Christmas ornaments with the Centennial logo etched into the ornament. So please do make sure that you get one for your family before you leave. Would be nice. Oh, is it Father Anthony's closing first?
I think so.
Yes, yes,
No, I got to wait for the kids, don't I?
yes.
Okay. They're good.
I
So
said I have to
they-
say something. So we'll see you in a year. And hopefully lots of Sundays in between and lots of days in between.
Thank you, Father. All right, so in just a moment, we're going to have a countdown. So if you turn around and face the other side, Mark Shoeblack is pointing you towards the countdown clock. So we're going to have there just above our bulletin board with all of the ministry teams, we have the countdown clock. And so this one is going to be counting down from a year from now for our celebrations that will take place on this weekend next year. And so we're going to have that. So as soon as the kids come out, when they are done making their time capsules, then we'll go over there and we'll begin the countdown to the countdown. I think that's what they want me to do. We're going to count down and then turn the countdown clock on and count down some more. Excuse me. That's cute. Can I be heard? Are we ready? All right. So if I could have your attention looking over this way now. We've got the clock. It's ready to start. So let's give a 10-second countdown to pressing the button. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Yay.
Only 364 days.
364 days, 14 hours, 59 minutes, and 39 seconds to go.
You see my name anywhere? I'm trying to find it. I'm going from the other side. I cannot read back.
You can't read upside down?
I cannot read upside down.
I know this is a bad idea. Zelda Hannah.
You know what? I don't see it standing out. Is this it? Maybe the black book?
That would be my guess.
Michael, maybe this black cover book with a cross on it. It doesn't have writing on it. That's probably it. Okay.